Today, I'm delighted to be joined by Phil Higgins, the CEO of Shearwater Group. Phil, good day to you.
Good day to you too.
So, you're in the cybersecurity sector, fast-growing sector with lots of players. For viewers who may not know Shearwater, what makes your group stand out from the competition?
I think what makes us stand out is that we try to deliver end results, and we're very much focused around the prevention, and obviously providing the services and solutions that deliver towards prevention and resilience. We're not just a supplier, like some of our competitors will quite happily trade and transact, whereas we're looking for long-term established relationships to become a trusted partner with our customers.
Great stuff. Well, it's almost as if you can't open a paper these days without some sort of cyber attack and going on. And digital risks is almost becoming a part of daily life for everyone now. How is Shearwater positioned to benefit from this growing global demand, I suppose, for digital resilience?
Well, hackers have been out there for many, many years, for decades. And of course, with recent large scale hits hitting the media, what we are seeing is obviously a lot more activity around that space. And it does surprise me at times when you see some of these organizations of scale that don't have the required services and insurances in place. And we're seeing that all too often now, particularly with brand names that we know hitting the headlines. And obviously, an organisation like Shearwater, what we deliver is the compliance, the regulatory, the penetration testing, and the technology, the advanced technologies, which help deliver not just against today's threats, but also next year's and beyond threats. We're looking at the next generation. So as these organisations do hit the headlines, our clients, are continuously monitoring their own positions, and the compliance regulators are also driving for more control over the data, more identity over the data, and that forces the customers into investment. And we stand in the way of all of that with the technologies and the services that we offer.
So the technologies you offer, then let me just touch on that briefly because you've got Brook Core Solutions, Secure Envoy, Pentest, and a few different companies. Can you give us a sense of how these companies, I suppose, complement each other and create value as part of a group?
Certainly, we developed a group of specialist businesses, and they cover identity access management, which is obviously the first thing you do when you log on to your computer or any system. We also have data discovery, so we're looking for where your data is actually located, and we want to put controls around that. We also have a penetration testing company that once you've invested all of this money, it allows you to actually go out and test. And it is becoming a compliance requirement now that you have to deliver regular tests on your network to make sure that it's resilient. And we also have obviously our solution company, where there we deliver the next generation cyber security solutions, be it subscription based, be it managed services, be it appliance based, depending on the client's requirements. And as I say, what we're interested in is the prevention of cyber attacks and data breaches, which is why, as a collective group, we're able to actually, in our services division, share intel across our organization and actually further our experiences with our clients, help them understand the complexities of the cyber world by using examples of other people in their sector. On our services, on our software side, of course, we're investing constantly in innovation and our software platforms, making sure that they stay within the compliance and the regulatory requirements of not just today, but also looking at the future to see where the compliance is moving. And so we're building always towards the future.
That's interesting. I suppose, the group has come together through, I would say, sort of selective acquisitions and, organic growth and everything. And, that's obviously been part of your strategy to date. I suppose, where do you see the biggest opportunities for Shearwater over the next few years?
Well, that's a toughie. I mean, some of we obviously benefit when there's an increased activity from adversaries globally attacking big organizations. And you'll be surprised that how many organizations still do not have the required updated cyber resilience solutions in place, or policies as well, for that matter. It's not just about pulling technology in to prevent these attacks. It's also the education, it's the investment in the staff, your people, your processes, and your tech. They all come together. And for us, the awareness of what's landing in the press at the moment is helping drive revenues for us, and it will continue to do so. As someone once said to me, it's death, taxes, and cyber, and those things aren't changing. And for us, we see the cyber market, continually evolving. And for our solutions business, like Brookholt, for example, on that, we spend a lot of time investing and researching in tomorrow's technologies. And I think, as long as the adversaries are out there attacking these networks, there's always going to be a position for an organization like us.
Okay. I mean, if you don't mind me digging a little bit deeper, I mean, you've got
Sure.
a range of clients from large enterprises and, public sector organizations, and I'm not expecting you to mention any names, but can you give us an example of how you've helped a client, strengthen their resilience, and I suppose in a way that would highlight the value your company brings to the client?
Sure. I mean, there's so many examples. Unfortunately, I can't mention names, but
Oh,
for example, one of our insurance company clients, we provided data discovery, which helps them with their endpoint, which protects their users and their clients connecting into their networks. This obviously assists them with their GDPR reporting. As you know, your failures on GDPR can result in a 4% fine from the ICO on your global revenues. So these are regulatory requirements where we're helping reduce the risk for the customer at the same time as preventing the non-compliance, and also allowing their business to move forward with the confidence that they have a solution in place which actually helps protect them. With some of our banking clients, once again, their reputation is everything, and for one of our banks to get hit would be devastating. But we also help them with solutions, because no one's silly enough to think that you're never going to get hit. It's about resilience. It's about being able to stand back up afterwards. So the techs that we get involved with, they interconnect. They give resilience holistically, which allows us to multi-layer technologies to give the best possible chance for our customer base. And we've done that for a number of banks. We've helped them build cyber desks. We've helped them build basic infrastructure. We've given them a holistic approach, interconnected technologies, plus advisory businesses that come in and actually help in translating the you could say the policy into technology and practice. So there's just a few there. And we're also working with government departments as well. Some of the tools that we sell to the banks are some of the same tools that we sell to the government departments. And they're using this advanced cyber knowledge now to actually help defend against government infrastructure, which is obviously key considering today's hostile environments.
that's fascinating. And I suppose to wrap up then, I mean, from a retail investor watching today, what would you say the key takeaways about Shearwater's journey and, why this could be an exciting time for them to follow your story?
I think with when you look at an organisation like Shearwater, we're in a very strong market space. There's a lot of requirement, a lot of regulatory need, compliance, and also the attackers are out there, and we've seen this in the press constantly. We're in that space. We deliver services and solutions to that space. Unfortunately, that area is growing, which means there's opportunities will grow for organizations like Shearwater. The types of solutions that we get involved with, we sit above a lot of the broadliners who sell everything from the basic PCs all the way up. We focus around the cybersecurity and that market space and that data discovery. So that's our skill set. That's where we're very, very good. And for us, we spent the last few years building our organization into a position where we can actually start returning shareholders value. And what we're focused on is obviously our organic growth, but we still got our eye on acquisition. So we're still looking for the right company that would actually complement our business. So we have a two-stage strategy. Obviously, our organic growth is very, very important. At the same time, we're still looking at acquisitions of suitable cash generative organizations which will complement our portfolio.
That's great. Well, but thank you so much for your time today. I really enjoyed speaking to you, and I look forward to future updates.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
Cheers.